My income is constantly increasing.
I mean, the Mohawks have beaten us the last 12 years. They're going to beat us again.
That's just the attitude we don't need.
I love and accept myself exactly as I am now.
Sure, they're terrific athletes. They've got the best equipment that money can buy. Hell, every team they're sending over here has their own personal masseuse.
My life is abundant and prosperous.
But it doesn't matter. Do you know that every Mohawk competitor has an electrocardiogram, blood and urine tests every 48 hours to see if there's any change in his physical condition? Do you know that they use the most sophisticated training methods from the Soviet Union, East and West Germany, and the newest Olympic power, Trinidad and Tobago? But it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I tell you, it just doesn't matter. 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 Even if we play so far over our heads that our noses bleed for a week to 10 days, even if God in heaven above comes down and points his hand at our side of the field, even if every man, woman, and child held hands together and prayed for us to win, it just wouldn't matter, because all the really good-looking girls would still go out with a guy from Mohawk because they got all the money. It just doesn't matter if we win or we lose. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter.
Is constantly increasing.
Do trabalho de Deus.
I love and accept myself exactly as I am now.
É uma semana do trabalho de Deus.
My life is abundant and prosperous.
Those who you would not think for one moment would ever become prominent, but they desire to be prominent. Those who desire to be successful,
My future
as they
is
conceive
positive
success.
and bright.
No two see success
I
in the same manner.
deserve success in
Some
my
see it
life.
through the eyes of wealth, others through rising in some profession, others in some other manner. But whatever they conceive it to be, they can realize it.
And wonderful things.
If night after night they sleep in the assumption that they are now what they would like to be. And so we go back that if the Word is truly the Word that creates the system in which we live. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. By him all things were made, and without him was not anything made that was made. No, not even the so-called unlovely things. For if all things were made, he has to be responsible for the unlovely things as well. So we are told in Scripture, I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. I create the blessing, I create the curses. But now I must choose life. Choose the lovely things, but don't say there's another creator. For if there's another creator, then we are in conflict. So my own imagination can conjure unlovely things if I dwell upon them, or the lovely things. But they can't be two gods. There can't be two creators. And if I can find that creator and identify him with my own wonderful human imagination, then I can pass the buck. I can turn to anything and blame it for the things happening in my life. But I know that many of us are not discriminating, and when we see our own harvest, we don't recognize it. We can't conceive that we, in some strange manner, permitted these things to take place in the same life. But we
what isms? A simulated simulation system. It's Seedless'ism bringing good riddance. Say hi, demise and rise of polygons and prisons. Polygon to prison, lost on long division. But let us envision, let us know she don't fit in. Identity's identically driven, misguided mission. Eliciting the cipher, deciphering indecision. Life's a lie, the lie really given is to die to take us something given. Break cell, make something different. Brain cells ain't age well, brain cell drained in the kitchen. Living with handfuls of Christmas. Egyptian premonitions, a vision from safe distance. Infants inhaling incense, baptism and mission through kids to misfits. Capitalism capitalized with a capital distress. STD-ridden bitches insisting she fits it through a fish nest. Gorilla in the mist with Sierra mistress. Despite the rights of Sprite's best interest. In spite of inside a piss test. Resist getting wrist wet. G-spot shock, static electricity, G-shock wash. Withheld for the biscuit. Lips swollen as shit called dog lip shits. No pigments, just dip spit. Isn't it dipshit? Misfortune, salt and battery, Bisquick. Fill sock with salt shakers, batteries, face mask and Vaseline. Bipolar anatomy, I've been sick.
No flattering, the batteries cast the shadows of catastrophe. The batteries
lose dual personalities, rallying casualties, mixing up analogies. Mickey without my Mallory. Natural born killer trap tragedy, mailing love into reality. Cooperate cowards, tower towards power, brutality. Actually, the century essentially is centipede exposed to a calorie. Eventually, suppose they censor me when conscious sense amongst the galaxy. Sent to center, dement to mentor, eventually reestablishing me. Vent to venture, let the evil ego out of me. The evil sealers is caught in the apple where atoms be. That's traditional families, fictional simulation, not stimulated manually. Arousing scientific strategy, jacking off, master of the laboratory. No games, my category. Master in the basement right next to the lavatory. Don't just stand there, start clapping for me out amongst the vultures and the gang of thieves where we do as we please. Self-explanatory as the birds and the fleas.
Hurry, step right up, folks. Here's the answer to your problems. Dr. Utopia's sensational new discovery, Ism. Ism will cure any ailment of the body politic. It's terrific. It's tremendous. Once you swallow the contents of this bottle, you'll have the bountiful benefit of higher wages, shorter hours, and security. Enormous profits, no strikes. Remember, you're the big boss. Government control, no worry about votes. Name your own salary. Bigger crops, lower costs. Why, Ism even makes the weather perfect every day. And now then, because we are introducing this amazing item for the first time in this country, it isn't going to cost you 1 cent. All you have to do is sign this little scrap of paper, and you get your bottle absolutely free.
I hereby turn over to Ism Incorporated everything I have, including my freedom and the freedom of my children and my children's children, in return for which said Ism promises to take care of me forever. Pardon me. Pardon me.